Just last week, I spoke to two different men whose wives were asking for divorce, and it originated in COVID. One of them was still terribly afraid of the virus. The other was still terribly afraid of the government. When you're going through a divorce and the kind of fear that COVID inspires in some people is at play in your soon-to-be ex-wife, it is not enough for you to be just like a normal, grounded person emotionally. It's not enough for you to have like a normal level of defensiveness and reactivity. If you do, and you meet her in her fear and her hyper reactivity, you are going to end up with a very high conflict divorce. One of my clients recently mastered this emotional regulation work. He became an emotional regulation ninja, and he was able to use this on a phone call with his ex-wife. They were talking about their son. She started the call off with a ton of aggression, fully fear-based, yelling at him, blaming him. Everything was his fault. There was no way they're going to do it his way. He used those emotional regulation tools to stay absolutely calm and clear. He turned that argument that wanted to spiral into a nasty, nasty discussion it would have a few months ago. He turned that into a 2.5 hour long chat where they started talking about their hopes, their dreams, their fears. They were on the same page for what they want for their son by the end of that call. If you could do that, how would that change the outcomes in your divorce? How powerful would that be? I've created an emotional divorce survival guide for men that walks you through the 9 emotional stages that most men struggle with during their divorce. And it gives you tools and strategies at each stage so you can become an emotional regulation ninja too. Type guide into the comments below and I will send you the guide.